For yet another take on Karzai's second term in office, we're joined now by Aziz Amiri. He is the president and founding member of the Canada-Afghanistan Business Council. Mr. Amiri, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to come here. Thank you.
As you know, Mr. Karzai has promised that the next 5 years will be different, that he will be able to weed out corruption and improve conditions inside Afghanistan. Do you believe that the next few years will, in fact, be different?
Sure we do, because Afghanistan have gone through a terrible time for the last, as you know, 30 years. Mm-hmm. And for a country that's been in so long in war, the whole generation is war-raised. And for them to cure or to change the course of the development in 8 years, I believe it's a bit over optimism. So this is why that with the experience that we have from last 8 years, the next 5 years we sure hope that it will be changed, and we will see more transparency, and we see more development and development in Afghanistan.
So what I'm hearing from you is you're saying that just time itself will be able to push Afghanistan's progress along further, right? That it's not for lack of will, it's not for anything that Karzai has been doing so far, that time itself will be able to provide for an improvement?
Sure, the time, and also the international pressure is very, very powerful, mm-hmm. and as well as the will of the people. We just had a survey done by Oxfam of London. They found that the majority of people are complaining about the lack of job and lack of business and lack of opportunities in Afghanistan. They are not complaining of Taliban. They are not complaining of other things. They are complaining of jobs.
Right.
So if there are more jobs created and the business development hopefully being gone underway from now on, we will see more and more people being on the side of the government, and we will see more and more progress.
Okay, so elaborate on that point, because we know that you own and operate several businesses inside of Afghanistan. You say that Canadian business can have a hand in building the kind of infrastructure and providing the kind of jobs that Afghans need. Give us some examples of specific projects that could happen.
We have witnessed a few projects in Afghanistan which are Canadian initiatives. We have seen developments, projects, houses. We have seen infrastructure development in Afghanistan. We have seen some small to medium-sized factories being carried by Canadian and Canadian initiative in Afghanistan. At the same time, we have seen and witnessed that Canadian companies who are very world-renowned and rebuilding infrastructure and mining and all these have been involved in Afghanistan. We sure hope to see more and more of these initiatives. But we have seen it in the past, as hopefully in the future as well.
And in terms of Mr. Karzai's efforts to weed out corruption, I'm sure you're aware he announced he's promising an international conference to look at how exactly they can improve the situation inside the government. You have faith in that as well? Absolutely.
Recently, High Office of Anti-Corruption was established in Afghanistan. Let's see that Afghanistan doesn't have the infrastructure. The judiciary system is not there. The laws are not there. The regulations are not there. So it needs a whole system, right, to root out the anti-corruption. As they said, hey, as long as the sun shines.
Yes.
So people who are in the power, they see this as an opportunity, because they are lacking the confidence in the future. By creating jobs, by creating business opportunities in Afghanistan, hopefully especially with the government of Canada help, because as we know, in 2011 the face or the challenge or the way that Canadian government is helping in Afghanistan, military will be down. So the business-wise, we are hoping to see more and more initiative. Mm-hmm. That will in turn bring transparency, that will in turn bring prosperity. Let's face it here. At the end of the month, Afghans in Afghanistan, they need to bring home a salary. Yeah. They need to bring home an income.
Right. And that also, many people would also say that that has been the huge incentive for the Taliban, right? Is that they're able to recruit people who have no other options.
Absolutely. If we cannot provide them with a decent job, salary, then they have no choice not to, you know, accept somebody else's offer who is paying $50 or $100 a month.
All right.
So we
Aziz,
have to create jobs. We have to embark on business development and seek the opportunities that Afghanistan offer.
Aziz Amiri with the Canadian-Afghanistan Business Council joining us. So we're out of time, but I do appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. Thank you.
I appreciate it.